Hi guys, how are you tonight? Okay, so I got a new table recently, and it's really big. So tonight's gonna be a little different. I have this big new table to use, and I ordered the Syrian Starseed Tarot cards, but they're not here yet, and I'm wicked excited about them. I also ordered a whatchamacallit, a drum. Sorry, somebody just messaged me and it distracted me. I also ordered a new drum, so that will be here on Friday. So it'll be right in time for Saturday night. Oh, Alcyon, stop. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so Saturday night I have an event at my house for my mom. And it's a drumming event, so I'm excited. But anyways, I wanted to do a reading for the masculine specifically. And depending on how I feel and how long this goes, I might read for the feminine as well. I have a lot of decks out, so I'm just gonna go like with how I feel tonight. I wrote down a list of like questions to ask. So, and that's something you guys could do. Like, if there's any questions that you guys want to hear about, throw them in the comments and let me know. I like to get readings out there that are important for everybody. I know everybody's on different parts of their journey. Everybody has a different wave of energy. I try to read for the broad wave. And honestly, like, we all live in energy and frequency, so whatever's going on collectively would be influencing all of the different waves. So today was 7-11, and that's like one of the big numbers for the twin flame community, and the energy was weird. Oh wow, it's like, wah. This is my generator. So the energy was weird today. I don't know, it felt like earlier in the day it was kind of just like off, and then as the day progressed it kind of picked up, and then it kind of like, it picked up but it like gave up. I don't know if you get that, what I mean. So and in regards to the divine masculine too, like, there's just like, there wasn't that much energy coming from there. It was kind of like unclear, hazy. So every day I have different stuff. Every day I have different feelings and like all of that. So today's overall energy was just, I guess it wasn't what was expected for 7-11, but I know 717, the big portal, is coming. And we have the Lionsgate coming. So we have a lot of stuff going on. I know we have a solar eclipse coming, we have a lot of retrograde planets, so everything is being affected. So I want to see which deck to use for the overall energy. And I keep getting pulled to the Cosmic Reading cards by Nari Anastasia. It's that star energy, I'm telling you. I can't wait for the Syrian Starseed deck. Overall energy. Oh my god, I can't believe this just came out. Okay, so tonight I did a reading for somebody, a private reading, and it was a masculine. So a masculine had reached out for a reading, and this card came out in his reading, and it's coming out for all divine masculines right now, which is pretty cool. Okay. So Celestial Teacher is the card that came out, and it's number 7. So number 7 we know is connected to the Pleiadian emissaries of light. It's connected to that number of perfection. We have 7 chakras in our body. It is connected to the twin flame community. We have 7-11 today. It's a beautiful number. There's a lot of synchronicity. I've been seeing 7 nonstop. Like 11-17, 1107, just 117, 111, lots of 11s, lots of 7s, and 3 3s. 33 has been coming up a lot too, particularly in regards to the masculine. So, the overall energy for the masculine is this beautiful star energy. So this is the reason I bought this deck. Was on New Year's Eve I pulled this card at a friend's house, and this is the card that came out, and this is all about those who are here to anchor the star energy. They're here as celestial teachers. They have this beautiful light inside of them to bring forth information and knowledge that has been forgotten here, and to awaken people, to assist the collective in ascending. So the Divine Masculine's overall energy is embracing that right now. And I do feel like these shifts, like whenever these galactic shifts are going on, it's like, whew, it takes a lot out of you. And it can be very up and down. It's like 1 minute you feel this way, the next minute you feel that way. One thing that I do find is that when I get into those lows or that like energy, doing this type of work helps. Meditating helps. Connecting helps. I talked to somebody today and they had a lot of anxiety, and meditating was helping them. So when you are feeling those shifts, when you're feeling those moments of take some time out to connect. Do something that brings in that energy of the stars. Connect to them and allow them to bring it into you. Like, be an open channel. Just use your intention. Your intention is the biggest powerful thing you've got. So when you use your intention, you amplify this. But the overall Divine Masculine right now, like, they're stepping into this, and it's all right. So the next card that came out is New Chapter. Well, this is the bottom of the deck. I always read the bottom of the deck with whatever card I pull. So New Chapter, right? So they're stepping into this new chapter of awakening. They're embracing those light codes. They are having, like, they're the mirrors, so they're having those reflections, like they're having those down times, and they're having those up times. They're having those times where they're withdrawing, and then they have the times where they're, like, feeling more out there and, like, more interactive. And then I do feel like with them too, they're having like these waves of happiness, and then these waves of like sadness, or like this wave of excitement followed by like, and that can happen anyways, especially for those who have an awakening. You know, they understand more, they see more, and then it kind of like plateaus, and then they're like, all right, well, what am I supposed to do now? And it's kind of like you crave more. And that's why I find doing this type of stuff helps, like meditating, connecting, healing, yoga. There's so many different things that you can do that will keep your vibration raising and rising. And there's a lot to heal. And in order to heal, you have to go inside. So I'm going to ask for an influencer for their overall energy. Okay, so it's attachment number 8. Oh, and this was number 24. So if we add up 24, we have 6, which is one of the twin flame numbers. So this can be in regards to the feminine as well. There's this new chapter opening where they're connecting and they're understanding more. But like in regards to those ups and downs and that overall energy, we have number 8, which is attachment, which is letting go, restriction, and fear. So as they're going up and down through this energy, in those moments of low, it's because they're having an attachment to something in the physical. They're having an attachment to either like a karmic partner, they're having an attachment to their fear, like what will people think, what will people say, or they have this attachment to fear of like this restriction, like how am I going to do this, how am I going to shift this. Like some of them feel like complete assholes, some of them feel like they're just not worthy, some of them feel like this isn't real. Like they go into those logical minds and they're like, oh, I don't think this can be possible, and they bring their vibration down, and then they get like slammed by the universe with that synchronicity and that energy, and they're like, okay, I'm back. So I do feel that energy today, and I feel like that's the message from the masculine. Again, it's time to do that inner work. And 10:07 just went by, so pay attention. This work is going to lead to abundance. Number 8 is infinity. It's that infinite love. It's that connection. It's that yin, it's that yang. It's that balance. So it's time to go in because you have that inner knowing. You're here to anchor that light. This is time for this new chapter to open up and surrender and heal. It's time to look in on yourself, to figure out like the pieces of yourself that you don't like. Like, why don't you like those pieces of yourself? You know, or why don't you like other people? Like, what isn't good enough in somebody else? You know, there's beliefs that we hold on to that were created from our ancestors. There's beliefs that we hold on to that are created by our family, by like how we were taught as a child, by society. There's so many things that we have attachments to in this physical world that we need to understand, heal, and clear so that we can open up that door into the light and so that we can shift. And that leads you to abundance. That leads you to healing. That leads you to that expansion and that connectedness and that understanding. So I'm going to ask now what the Divine Masculine is thinking. We have night wind and apprehension. Okay, so this makes sense. Night wind is number 23, and it says facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. Okay, so if we add up 23, we have 5, and that's connected to change. So they're thinking about changing. They're thinking about all of this stuff. They're thinking about facing their fears. They're having this subconscious release too, which is huge right now. If you're the Divine Feminine and you're watching this, your Divine Masculine's consciousness, his unconscious, is very strong right now, and it's communicating in the physical unknowingly to the conscious aspect. Like, they're saying things, doing things, and they're not even aware of the like spiritual significance behind it. They're becoming aware of things, and they're like, why am I noticing that? So they're having this like unconscious realization, and they're releasing stuff. So they're actually releasing these vibrations too. So Divine Feminine, you may be feeling like, or you may have felt like an intense urge to reach out, and it's like they're playing with their power within their consciousness to create, and they're playing with the power of attraction. They are like doing this healing work, but it's like some of it they're afraid of, and some of them some of them were like creating this reality and like wanting the feminine to reach out, and when the feminine did, they were like, uh-oh. But it could be unconscious too. It's like their I am presence is communicating with the feminine, and the feminine is hearing those messages and feeling that pull and feeling that call to connect with the masculine. And they're kind of aware of this. So like they are thinking about this stuff. They're thinking about facing their fear. They're thinking about their unconscious. They're thinking about like what they need to do to heal and move forward. And they're changing, and they're changing like their inner working, which changes their outer working. So whatever's like happening within their conscious mind is rippling into the unconscious, and whatever's happening in the unconscious is rippling into the physical, and it's just all connected, and it's all shifting, it's all changing. But they are getting ready to face those fears, and they are releasing, and some of them are doing it intentionally, some of them aren't. There's all different places and people. Some of the masculines can be the chaser energy now. Some of those may be chasing after the feminine and wanting union, and the feminine may be mirroring that fear or mirroring that stuff that needs to be healed, like any of the attachments. So that message had to come through too for the collective. So there is some feminines who this message is for. Like, it's time to release those attachments because it's keeping you from stepping into this new chapter of alignment. And if, you know, you were the chaser and now you're the runner, you want to look at like what fears are coming up. Like, why are you afraid of love? What are you afraid of happening? Like, why can't you accept that love? Or why can't you feel worthy enough for that love? Or is it that that love was an illusion and that you've realized that you are creating a false place to go to? It's time to look into that mirror and do that deep work for the feminine as well. And then we had 18, which is apprehension, and it says moving out into the world, doubt and fear. So in regards to what the Divine Masculine is thinking about, we had it come up twice. They're facing those fears, but they're apprehensive about it. They're nervous. They don't know what that means. Like, they don't even know what they want right now. Some of them are like, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Like, how am I supposed to step into this role? This can be an intimidating thing for them. This is the ones that are aware in the conscious of the twin flame journey, which a lot of them are now. They're like, okay, I have a twin flame. And they go back and forth between those doubts and those fears. They are afraid of what other people are going to say. They're afraid of what other people are going to think. They're afraid that their families won't approve. They feel like they're not worthy enough of that type of divine mission. Some of them think it's crazy. Some of them think it's, you know, like, they think, like, they don't understand, like, the reality of the world too. I mean, it's just a belief. And everybody has their own beliefs. And the world is created through consciousness and energy. Everything is moving, everything is energy, everything is vibration and frequency. And at the end of the day, all that matters is how you control your consciousness and energy. And that's how you're going to use your world, and that's how you're going to create this world of abundance and manifesting and healing. And it's so simple. It's your mind, it's your thoughts, it's all up here. Yes, you have to live in this physical world, and yes, you have to face things in this physical world. But you signed up to do it, first of all. And you get to dictate how that goes. And when you have those bad days, you get to be the dictator of how bad that's going to be. And you get to look for the good within that bad. And you get to see the lesson. And then you grow and you open up and you shine and you have this light inside of you for the world. And you have this understanding inside of you that not everybody knows, that not everybody gets to find. And it's a beautiful thing. So it's time to, like, face those fears. And again, we have the 8. It's leading into abundance. We have 18. And so we have the 1 and the 8, bringing in that reminder to pay attention to what you're thinking about and what you're creating. Because you're creating an abundance of it no matter what. If you're focused on the negative, that's what you're going to create in your world. If you're focused on the positive, that's what you're going to create in the world. As 1818 goes by on the clock. Okay. So let's get an influencer. Oh, this is the bottom of the deck. So the headspace of the masculine and their thoughts. Evolution. Earth changes, climate change, and transformation. So if you add up the 45, we have number 9, which is endings and new beginnings. And this card is all about evolution. It's all about changing. It's all about transformation. So they are transforming those thoughts. They are starting to, step into that light more. They are having those waves up and down, but they're facing that darkness, and they're getting ready to go into the deeper levels of the unconscious to heal the stuff that, needs their attention. They went through this spiritual awakening rather quickly, and they're progressing through it very quickly. They're evolving quickly. They're getting ready for this new chapter. So, the light always wins in the end. It's just how long that they want to take in creating that new reality and healing their current existence on this planet. I'm just going to shuffle these up. have what the masculine is feeling as well. I'm going to flip this over. Yeah, I'm going to use this deck for what they're feeling. So, what is divine masculine feeling? I get weird when I do this. I don't usually do it on camera. What is he feeling? Oh, we got 3. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Here it is. All right. All right, so what the divine masculine is feeling. The first card that came out is past life. And it was on the top of the deck when I started shuffling it up. This came out in the last reading I did for somebody. And it's all about you have known each other before. So they're feeling that inside. Like they feel like they've known each other for lifetimes. They feel like there's that deeper connection. Like those of them who have looked into like what is a twin flame are feeling that like, all right, we've done this before and we have to, you know, do it again. Like this is what it, like they're understanding the idea of it. And they are feeling it. And they're feeling it internally and externally. And again, it depends on the wave. Some of them are conscious of that feeling, like for the feminine, and some of them are unconsciously thinking about it, dreaming about it, remembering it. All of them are feeling that like sexual pull to her. They feel that like she knows his body. She, you know, like there's that understanding, like she knows how to touch him, how to love him, like that type of like how to embrace him, how to make him feel comfortable, how to make him feel loved. And it's like a deeper understanding, and it's like they're feeling it, you know, they're getting, like they're feeling that energy pulling them towards her. And then we have you deserve love, that you are lovable. So they are feeling this shift too, like in regards to themselves and the feminine. Like they're starting to realize like they have a little bit of worth in there. You know, they are worthy. They are amazing beacons of light. They're here and they're mirroring their feminine, and they have a beautiful journey here to bring to this earth. And they're like, everywhere they go, people are drawn to their light and to their energy. It doesn't matter what they do or say in the physical world, because people are still going to like them and people are still going to be drawn to them. It may be different people, but it's going to be the right people, because at the end of the day, people who come into your reality and love you for who you really are the ones that matter. You don't, you know, some people, some of the masculines I feel have gotten caught in the physical world of like, you know, what's cool and what's hip and stuff like that, and that can keep them, or they've gotten like into like this masculine energy where it's like all they care about is having sex and beer. But they are starting to feel like adults, and they're starting to feel that pull, and some of them, their friends are now like getting settled down. They're, you know, their families have partners. They go into like family gatherings and everybody else has their people, and they kind of have that loneliness inside of them, but they're starting to realize that they deserve love and they deserve that connection. And that's why they're thinking about that desire of the feminine, and they're thinking about her unconsciously and consciously. They just are like wanting that love, and they're starting to understand that they do deserve that love. Because some of them have that issue with worthiness, and some of them have an issue with like the amount of love that is brought by the feminine, because it's unlike anybody else that they will meet in the physical reality. And some of them don't understand too, like love doesn't always look the way that, you know, it's portrayed in movies. It's supposed to it just is, and you know, sometimes it just happens and there's nothing you can do about it. And then how they're feeling, we have heart-to-heart conversations. honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So they are feeling that remembrance of the feminine. They're feeling that energy of her. They're feeling that desire to reach out to her. They're feeling like they want to be embraced by her, but they're also feeling like they want to have that deeper connection. They know that they're shifting their worthiness, so they want to come from a different place. They want to like have those deeper conversations about each other. But again, they have those fears. They have that stuff up in their head, bringing them back and forth. They have apprehension, but they are evolving. They are shifting, and they are feeling it. So, Divine Feminine, just hold space for the masculine, and masculine, just allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to know that you deserve love. You deserve true love. Everybody here, you all deserve it. There's nothing that you could have done in this reality or another reality that would cut you off from the vibration of love. There's only two vibrations here. There's love and hate, and everything else is an extension of those vibrations. So you want to embrace the love and just take that opportunity, take that chance to have an honest, authentic, heart-to-heart conversation. And, divine timing is at play with this too. You have to make sure that, that when you reach out to have these heart-to-heart conversations, you're coming from the right energy and the right frame of mind, because that will affect what happens in the physical and non-physical. So the next question is, what are they wanting? Oh, you know what? I didn't do the bottom of the deck for what they were feeling. The Temptress. Seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. Okay. So it's 15, so it's holding that reminder of the changes that are happening, but it also adds up to 6, which tells us that that energy of love is there, okay? So the Temptress is all about seduction. So again, it's that desire that they're feeling. They're feeling like they want to have that energy exchange with the feminine. But it's also coupled up here with broken promises and deceit. So as they're feeling that, but some of them are even questioning, did she do something to me? Why am I, they think there's something going on other than just their desire. They're thinking about stuff in the past. They're thinking about old stuff that may have occurred between the two of you, could have occurred between them and a karmic partner. It could occur in their family, their parents' dynamics, if they came from a broken home, if they themselves are going through divorce or have been divorced. I just feel like there's a lot of energy connected to that stuff, and that's where some of those doubts and fears are coming from. But at the end of the day, they are feeling that desire and that pull towards the feminine. And when they go in and do that shadow work and they go into that unconscious, they're going to be able to realize where these fears and these doubts and this energy is coming from. Because there's the divine feminine has gotten to this space now where she really doesn't have anything to hide anymore. There's still some divine feminines that have some work to do and they need to get more vulnerable and more authentic. But for the majority, a lot of the feminines are speaking their truth. They're putting it all out there, particularly those who had been in the chaser energy. They put their energy out there and let it be known where they're coming from. And it just depends on where people are at in their journey, how much of their truth they're putting out there. But I do feel like the divine feminine is stepping into her more authentic role and into her power more, saying what she wants and thinking what she wants and creating what she wants. She's powerful right now. And that's also causing this energy because they're looking at, I feel like they're what is she up to? How is she doing that? They think that there's something bad happening behind the scenes. They have this little bit of weird anxiety type of energy. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like when you're suspicious of somebody and it's they don't even know what they're suspicious of. They're just suspicious. They're suspicious of feeling, I guess. Some of them are. So what are they wanting?
Let's see. What does the divine masculine want right now? Moldavite. Unconventionality. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. So what I'm getting from this is like in their heart, they want for that. They want that acceptance. They want that acceptance from others. They want like their unique stuff to be accepted openly and widely. They want to be able to show who they really are. They want this love. They want this connection, and they know that this is not like any other love connection. It's different. It's unique. It shines brightly. And they want to feel that it's okay to be different, and it is okay to be different. Like, when you change, and things change along with that. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're still you. It's just that you woke up. You had something happen inside of you. You became an adult, whatever you want to call it. Like, as life progresses, people change and they shift. And, you know, they either follow it, they follow that heart and go to where they were called to go and open that door into the light, or they lock themselves away in fear of what others may think or say or feel. So divine masculine is wanting to feel like it's okay to be unique, and it is. You know, there's still going to be a lot of people that are drawn to you and are pulled to that energy and love that authentic part of you and love that uniqueness about you. What do they want? What do they want? Ember. Give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. All right, so for this is all connecting to the power center for me. And I believe that God is consciousness. God is our mind. God is our thoughts, right? So what this is like telling us to step into our power, okay? Step into your power and start creating the reality that you want to live within. Start seeing people accepting that uniqueness, accepting that divine light of yours, accepting where your heart is at. You know, just give it over into the light and look at the positives and everything that you can, and start realizing, like, on a deep level that you have so much power here. Step into your confidence, step into your light. Like, who cares? You know, like, that's the energy that's coming through with this. Like, who cares? Just do you. Just do what you want to do in alignment with your confidence and your power and your heart, stepping into that light and just switching up the thoughts that you're having in regards to like where things are at right now, in the physical and in the non-physical and everything around you, and going into that shadow and healing the shadow and finding the blessings that are in that, because it's going to open up even more for you. And then spiritual path, turquoise. So it says, your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. So they are wanting that, okay? They're feeling that, they're wanting that. Some of them are getting into that who cares energy. Like, they're stepping into that confidence and power. They know that it's safe for them to be different, that they are unique and they really can't do anything about it, and that it's kind of freaking cool. You know, and they're switching up the thoughts and the power surrounding it, and they're stepping into that spiritual path of theirs. And at the end of the day, it's just a way of thinking. It doesn't change who they are, but it changes their reality, and it changes, like, it does change who they are, but it's not like overnight you're just a different person. For some people it kind of is, but it still evolves. You know, even if like everything shifted in your mind overnight, like your physical world still has to evolve. So you have to get into alignment with that to allow the physical world to evolve to what you want it to be. You know, and the more work you do and the more connected you stay, the easier it gets, and the more amplified it gets, and the more abundance comes, and it just keeps coming, and it keeps coming, it keeps coming, and the messages keep coming, and you'll just find your way. So just listen to your heart and move forward into what you want, because it's going to open up the doors for everything that you want in your reality. And then I asked if there was any blockages. Let's see. Blockages. Oh, we got 2. Divine Masculine blockages. So, number 33, healing. Reconnecting with your true nature. So there is some who are having that blockage to this transformation. 33 represents transformation. 33 has been coming up a lot in connection to the masculines and the twin flame stuff. And it's all about reconnecting with your true nature. It's all about connecting with who you truly are. We have all this green energy again. It's that uniqueness. It's that spiritual path inside of you, that big scary thing that is in alignment with your heart and your healing. But yep, there's a couple who have this blockage to this transformation. You know, this new chapter is here, this light is here, but some of them are fearing stepping into that light. Some of them are having those doubts and fears, and that is what the blockage is. But we have 9 of Hearts, which is fulfillment, harmony, protection. And it's 37. So it has the energy of the 7 coming in and the 3 of the transformation coming in. And it's 9 of Hearts, fulfillment, harmony, and protection. So just as much as like they have this blockage to the healing and everything, they have this blockage to feeling that fulfillment. They have a blockage to feeling that harmony and that protection. Like they have that fear of stepping into like who they really are, into that, and deep inside they know it's going to lead to fulfillment. Deep inside they know that's like what they want, but they still have fear to it. They still have those like inner doubts, and that like, well, what if it doesn't work out in the end? Am I going to look stupid? You know, like, and there, some of them it's because it's happened in the past, and even some of them it's happened in past lives. So it just depends on, you know, the particular person and what's going on. But they are having these blockages to this stuff, but it's all a result of what's in the mind. So again, we have to switch and manifest in alignment with our consciousness, like what we really want in our reality. And on the bottom of the deck, it's number 11, rising above to clarity, freedom, and solution. And the message that is coming through here is, if they would just step into that divine truth, because the white is the divine, the blue is your truth, it's your throat chakra. If they would just step into that divine truth, they would have this fulfillment and this harmony. You know, their blockages are keeping them from this, from rising above all those thoughts and all that energy. But if they can switch up that mind, they can switch up those thoughts, they can heal those beliefs that have been created by others, they can rise above it all and have that fulfillment, have that beautiful harmony and peace in their life. What actions do they need to take? Let's see what actions they need to take. Actions for the physical masculine. Just moving my cards over. All right. Action in the physical. Yellow Jasper, control issues. Utilize your strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. So this is all connected to control issues, okay? So the actions that they need to take right now is like stepping into their power and their strength, and stepping into what they really want. So like this could be in regards to their relationships, this could be in regards to their families, this can be in regards to their careers, to like their job, like where they're living. This can be in regards to a lot of stuff, but it's time for them to stop being like the people pleaser. It's time for them to stop like just, you know, bending over backwards and always being the one that shows up and consistently doing instead of living, you know. And don't allow others to control you. And then in the also there's a message coming through is like they have to release that energy of control. Like some of them want to control every aspect of their life. Some of them want to control every piece of this journey with their feminine. Some of them are looking for this beautiful, perfect, like, thing that doesn't exist. And that's why they haven't found it yet, because it doesn't exist. Like, they have these unrealistic, like, things going on in their mind in connection to stuff in their reality. So there is a lot of messages coming through with this. So this is what they need to do. This is what the masculine needs to do right now. They need to work on control issues on all different areas of their lives. In Divine Feminine, you know, you can assist them by also releasing any control issues you have in your life, because your masculine is a mirror. So if you have something that you are holding on to, any of those types of situations going on in your reality, try to heal and cleanse it, and try to hold space for him to do so. And action for the masculine, sugar light, own your divine power. Replace the codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. So again, it's the same message as we just had. You know, stop pleasing others. Replace codependent actions with your assertiveness and your power. So again, it's telling you to step into your power. And it's own your divine power. So not just any power, your divine power. The light that's inside of you, these messages, this burning desire, this call. It's time to step into it, to stop fearing it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Kyanite, which says, make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. So this is also what they need to do right now in this physical world, is take care of themselves. And that is in regards to all of this. They need to do the inner work, the unconscious, the conscious. They need to follow their heart. They need to stop pleasing other people. They need to stop with the mind crap, thinking that they aren't good enough, or that, you know, this is going to happen badly because that's happened badly. Like, start looking at the positive in everything that they have, finding that gratitude energy, and feeling and just honoring the feelings that they have inside of them. And that's all going to lead into that fulfillment. They have to take care of themselves first. They have to. They have to love themselves unconditionally so that the Divine Feminine can love them unconditionally. So masculine, it's that action right now. You have to take this action to heal yourself so that you can see how amazing you are and how much you deserve love. And then you can create a reality where you receive that love. And whether it be with your Divine Feminine or somebody else, that's how you're going to create that reality of feeling that love, is by loving yourself so much, authentically, without the ego, in a real, truthful way. That will lead to the fulfillment of your heart and in your reality. And then I asked what needs to be healed. So let's see what needs to be healed. Needs to be healed for the divine masculine. Whoa. Okay. It says harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. And it's number 3, transformation again, okay? And it's all green, connected to the heart. So the healing that needs to be done is in connection to their heart. They need to step into that confidence, into that power, into like making the physical world around them a representation of that love that they feel inside of them. It's the same message that has been coming through all night. This is what needs to be healed, is that heart, so they can have that harmony. So Divine Masculine, you really need to do that inner work. You really need to go inside and look at like what needs to be healed, what needs to transform, what is it in your reality that you want to bring forth into this reality, like in your unconscious mind? What do you really want anyway? What do you want? Like, you have to think about it and like and see it, okay? Like, what does it look like, taste like, feel like, smell like? All the details. Imagine everything that you actually want, like, and see it, like, from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you go to bed at night. Even see what that looks like, while you're sleeping, you know? Envision that world and see how it can happen, you know? See what you actually want, though, first. A lot of people don't know what they want. They think they know what they want, but when they actually, like, think about it, like, how it looks and how it plays out, they're like, oh, wait, I was kind of just being pulled towards something for no reason. Usually because of society and, like, telling them what they're supposed to want and think and feel, you know? So it's time to get into alignment with what you want, what you think, and what you feel in your heart. So, let's see. Was I going to do any other... Let's see what the bottom of the deck says for that. The dream. Something is revealed, an insight and breakthrough. Okay? So again, this is like telling you, and this is the representation of the divine feminine, and she's just like reached out, stretched out. You have to dream into this reality, like what you actually want in regards. Because if you're watching this video, then you're looking for your love. You're looking for that energy. You're looking for that connection. So it starts within the dream. And remember, divine feminine, if you're watching this, you have the divine masculine energy inside of you as well. And when you heal the divine masculine energy inside of yourself and you balance with the divine feminine energy inside of yourself, you heal the relationship inside and it's reflected outside. And that's the same for the masculine. So even if it's a reading for the masculine, it can resonate for the feminine, and the healing that needs to be done for the masculine can be done by the feminine to assist and to use that intention to help your masculine along on his journey. So I hope that these messages resonated for you all. I hope that you all had a beautiful 7/11 high energy vibration day. I may do another reading for the divine feminine tonight. We'll see how it goes. Okay? In Mune, namaste.